what do you say when your child asks, why can't I do it if you can do it? Or probably they say to you, but it's not fair that I can't do it, but you, mommy or daddy, you can do it. Do you answer them? Do you give them an explanation? Or do you just say, no, because I say so, that's why you cannot do it? It's important for us to know how to be able to respond to children appropriately when we find ourselves in this situation, because when we answer them, the way we answer them, it actually shapes how they form their trust, boundary, and respect. Welcome back to the channel, beautiful people. If you are new here, my name is Oluwakemi Akiode. I work with young people, helping them to find clarity and to gain confidence as they go on their life's journey. I run an online community for people between the ages of 18 to 27, where we interact, where we gist, where we talk, where we have questions, and where we have people come talk to us about various aspects of life. We talk about things that when our facilitators come, they teach us about things that we probably will not learn in school. And that gives us an opportunity to learn and to prepare ourselves for the world at large. On this channel, I talk about everything that is related to parenting, family life, adulting, growing up, faith, and I share general tips that helps us to achieve success in life. So if any of that sounds like something that would interest you, please do well to subscribe to this channel. And I promise you, you will not regret it. So let's go back to where we started from earlier, where you could have instances. So backstory, I remember speaking to a friend some weeks ago, and the friend goes, I don't even know what else to say to this my child. This my 10-year-old wants to wear makeup because my 10-year-old sees me wear makeup. And so my 10-year-old thinks, oh, if mommy can do it, I can do it. And then this, my friend was saying to me that I've actually told her that no, she can't wear makeup yet because she's not 18. And then so we got talking, and I'm like, well, I don't know. I'm not the one to say whether your answer was good enough or not good enough, but I know that we would probably have found ourselves in these instances where our children are questioning why they cannot do something when we, the adults in their lives, can do it. I want you to know that those kind of questions is not coming from a place of rebellion, because we might almost be tempted to think, I'm telling you can't do something, you are still asking me why can't I do it. That is children for you. They are curious, they want to know, they want to learn. And so it's also important for us to be able to respond to them appropriately. So let's take, for instance, a 10-year-old wants to wear a makeup. Why does a 10-year-old want to wear a makeup? It's probably because that's what they see their parent do. Are we not going to say, oh, so that my child will not say she wants to start wearing makeup at an early age, I should stop wearing makeup? No, we have to be prepared, because there are certain things we can do as adults that we know is not ideal or is not safe for the child to do. So in this instance, a child who is 10-year-old who says, I want to paint my nail, I want to draw brows, I want to just do my face up, or I even want to make my nails, all those kind of things. And you just say to the child, no, you can't do it because I say so. No, that's not good enough. So we need to start thinking of how to respond to them appropriately and to actually give them answers that would make them understand responsibility. So if a child says, oh, I want to start wearing makeup, instead of just saying no to your child, you need to explain to your child that adults wear makeup. Okay, so as an adult, why do you wear makeup? Maybe that's a good place to start. If you ask yourself, so as an adult, why do I wear makeup? I would probably say most of us adults, we wear makeup for maybe expression or for fun. It really depends on individual, but we know that for children, their skin is still developing, and I mean their natural skin is beautiful on its own. So you want to explain to your child that as adults, we wear makeup for different expressions or maybe for fun. But for you as a child, you're still growing and your skin is still developing. There are things that we need to allow your skin develop that would make your skin glow naturally. And so you don't need to kind of use anything to elevate your beauty, because you are naturally beautiful. Your skin is naturally good. You don't want to start introducing some of these chemicals into your system yet. So you just need to find appropriate answers for them. Then you also need to let them know that when they are old enough to know how to use these things properly in such a way that it doesn't damage their skin, then they would be able to use it. But right now, they do not understand they would not understand how to use these things effectively such that it doesn't damage their skin. They also the other thing when we use makeup as an example is they need to also be confident in who they are naturally without wearing makeup. For us as adults, we use makeup to enhance our beauty, but for children, we don't want them to become attached to wearing makeups yet to the point that they can now want to go out without wearing makeup. They have to feel like, oh, I have to be all made up before I can go out or before I can do something. So it also helps them to develop confidence in their natural look. So if you explain to your child from that angle, I'm sure your child will understand better. And that way, you're actually helping them to boost their self confidence as well. That they just need to be comfortable in how they look naturally and they need to pay attention to their skin before they start introducing anything to it. I hope that's a good answer. Let me know in the comment section, how would you respond to a child of 10-year old who says, I want to start wearing makeup? I think another common one is children wanting to have devices, or maybe they want to have they want to be on social media. Maybe because they find out that maybe half of my classmates are on Facebook. I don't think children of this generation are on Facebook, but you will find them on TikToks. You probably find them on Twitter or and all of the social media platforms. And if your child who is under 18 says, let me not say under 18, but if your child, because we have people who are like 15 who are on social media and they're using it well. But if your child now comes and say, oh, everybody in my class, they are on social media or they all have phones and I also want to have one. And because of what you believe as a family or depending on what your family values are, you want to let your child know that, yes, I know having a phone, having a device, or being on social media is a good thing and it's exciting. However, you also need to understand that there are dangers to this thing. And so I can't hand you a phone or I can't allow you have a social media account until I have taught you the dangers and the safety of being online, or until I have taught you how to safely use technology. Even as adults, we know there are so many dangers to being online. So how much more exposing our children to this thing too early? So you want to explain to your child that the reason is because I am still teaching you how to be safe with your technology. I am still teaching you how to be responsible with your use of technology. When I find out, when I see that you are responsible enough to be able to manage these things safely, then be sure, my dear, that you're going to get whatever it is that you want to get. That's a better approach rather than just saying to your children that I said so, because I said so, that's it and that is it. We must understand that how we interact with our children, it shapes how they see themselves. It shapes how they treat others. It shapes how they learn to draw boundary. So when we have these situations, let's always think of a better way to respond to them rather than just saying, oh, no, because I say so, or no, because I'm the mommy, or because I'm the daddy. Explain to them. Let them know that these things, it is more about responsibility. It's primarily about responsibility, and that is really important. Until I know that you're responsible or you're matured enough to be able to navigate social media safely, I am not going to allow you have social media handles. And so we have to keep using every opportunity to teach them. We need to make sure that every moment that those kind of questions come up, use it as a learning curve. Use it as a teachable moment. Use it to teach your child something. I hope you find today's video helpful. So when next your child comes to you to ask you, why can't I drink Coke? When mommy and daddy are drinking Coke, I hope you are able to respond to them better. I hope you are able to let them know that these things, because you are still growing, you've got to be able to develop some skill set or some capacity to navigate these things or to manage these things. Please share with us in the comment section how you would respond if your child comes up to you to say, oh, I want to do something just because an adult is doing it. Please remember that I said earlier that when children ask these questions, they are not asking because they want to be rebellion. They are just curious and they want to learn. And so we must use that opportunity to teach them. Till I come your way again, keep winning.